Welcome to my channel. My name is Arissa and this is Arissa Art. And I am doing a kind of repeat of a piece I made 3 years ago. It was a Deconstructed Bloom on two 10 by 20s. And I used a transparent base made of house paint pouring medium and Floetrol and like GAC 800. And I used just a few colors and I loved it and I want to do it again. But this time I'm working on just one 15 by 30 inch canvas. I'll link the video, the older video, in my description afterwards if you want to take a look at it. It was so amazing. I love those pieces, but they're gone now because they were purchased. But that's a good thing, but I miss them. And I kind of want to make something like it again. So I have made my base color out of my house paint pour medium, the details of which will be in the description below. But I added a little bit of color like I did last time. And the color I added was where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I added a little bit of the mermaid scales and a little bit of the robin's egg. And a dot or two of the cerulean blue, the purely pigments. And that came up with this house paint light blue, beautiful color. So I'm counting on that being very transparent. So my colors that I use will be poppy. So the colors I'm going to use are my Tuscan Gold, kind of course, my Fantasy Fuchsia, and my Sweet Pea, I believe. Yeah, but then I mixed this one. This one's a mix of the burnt orange, but then to it I added a little bit of the Chambord and the pink Anthurium to kind of get this ready color right here. And I like it a lot. And it looks really well with these other colors. I did a little test piece. So I'm using only my black cell activator today. Everything has a little bubble in it, but I'm hoping for the best. So I'm going to pour my base here and get started. And I'm going to deconstruct this. I think I'm going to do 3 blooms. On the 10 by 20, I did 2, which is perfect for a 10 by 20. But this is a bigger canvas, so I want to do bigger blooms. And I do have a little bit more of this customized base coat left, just in case I need a flow extender. So many bubbles in this, so I'm going to tilt out a little bit and then probably do a bad thing like I did in the other video and torch this a little bit. I think I see a lump. Let me see if it pops up again. What are you right here? Yeah, there you are. Ooh, big chunk. What in the world are you? For real. Like, it looks like some spy nonsense. What is that? Okay, anyway, let me pull it towards me just a little bit. Oh, you know what? I didn't mark my table, so I stay in frame. So let me check and make sure you're in frame right now. Yeah, you're good there. So let me mark my table so you don't lose picture here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to tilt it towards me just a little bit, just so I can spread my base out. And then I'll even it up. And I'm going to torch this a bit because there are a lot of bubbles. Sorry, tamping them out like that helps the bubbles rise to the top. So I can quickly torch them. Do not hold fire on the house paint because it will just develop a skin. So don't do that. All right, that didn't get rid of too many bubbles, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with that. We get more here and here. And so, like I said, I do have more of this house paint pouring medium in my bucket here if I need it. So many bubbles. Luckily, it's a transparent base, so hopefully it doesn't look too terrible. But I'm gonna lay my puddles, all of my puddles down. I don't want any of my puddles to touch this canvas, so I'm gonna give myself canvas coverage to the corners. So my colors don't touch the canvas. I don't want that. Same here. There we go. Okay. Let's go with that. One more quick torch, maybe. All right, I got some big bubbles popping. Let's do this. So I'm hoping I don't have any paint out left over after all these, because it's time to mix new paint. And I don't have a lot of paint, so definitely hoping this doesn't take more than one go, because I'll be out of paint. And I'll have to mix more colors, which means more bubbles and blah, 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 all that nonsense. So on that, then I'll put my ready color, drizzling it, not piling it. Alrighty, one more here. And then after this, I'm gonna have my fuchsia, which is so pretty. And then last color, I'll do my lighter sweet pea color. I really want that to be able to touch the black, because that's kind of more of an interference color. And so on a darker color like this fuchsia and then the black on top of it, it really will pop. There we go. Whoop. Ooh, that one's got a lot of bubbles. I'm just gonna pound that out for a second. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I'm giving so much to that first one, not remembering I have 3 puddles instead of 2. So I have just enough of this. Perfect. Okay, no mistakes, right? Let me give a black cell activator out. I'm gonna go farthest to nearest, because that just makes sense to me. Amsterdam Oxide Black mixed with Australian Floetrol. And my tiny little blow dryer. This is, ooh, dropping my watch. I didn't want paint all over my watch. Oh, will it fit? Oh, okay. I was like, whoa, it won't reach, but yes, it will. Here I go. I'm gonna let that one settle and move on to this middle one. I'm not interested necessarily in the blooms touching one another. It will, so I don't mind having that negative space beneath it or between them. So let's see what this does. All right. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, last one here. Ooh, I like the colors. I'm gonna let that one really settle. Come back up. I'm gonna literally just watch a YouTube video while this settles, because it's gonna be, I'm gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes, and I don't have the attention span to be sitting here looking at paintbrush. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. In like 4 minutes. So I see there's so many bubbles, but I don't care. It's okay. Let's tilt it out. So I'm gonna make sure it all gonna move. Yeah, it's all gonna move, which is great. I'm gonna go up above first. I want my corners to be wet. Yeah, I'll do these when I get back down to it. So let me get that over. There's a lot of paint on here, so a lot has to come off. Sorry if you can't see for a moment. I'm just gonna move it back to the center, so I can swing it and go to the top corner. I have a feeling my cell activator is old. It looks a little odd in here. So I'm gonna turn this big old thing here so you guys can keep on seeing what I'm doing. Ooh, it's so pretty though. I love that. Get my corner done here. Appropriate colors. I may have to do that after the fact because I put some color where there shouldn't be, but that's okay for now. Let me move it down here. I'm gonna go back and forth with it, kind of walk it, rather than all to one side, just so I can keep the shape a little bit better. Oh, I forgot, I wanted to do my corners over there and make them slide easier down. There we go. Do want that bloom in that corner, so I'm going to let it go. There we go. Pull it back. Ooh, what is that chunk in the middle here? Let me pull that back for now, and then I'll deal with this big old chunk of nonsense right here. Ew, gross. All right, I'm going to pull it back towards me a bit still. Sorry if you can't see for a moment. There we go. And then I can swing it back to this other corner. I'm going to come back towards me some more. I don't like how it's moving right there, so sorry for a moment. There we go. So it's more on the side of the piece. And now I can go down to that corner. Straight down, probably. Get that all off there. I think I want that base coat down off as well. There we go. I'm going to turn it back around carefully to keep all the mess on the table. And swing it back down that way. Let some go off of that corner, the top left corner from my point of view, because it's kind of muddy. I don't particularly like it. So I'm going to let that go. And hook the lacing on that corner instead. Almost there. Now the weight is just about there, so that makes it so it moves faster. Hook that, get rid of that nonsense. Swing it back towards me so I can go to that other corner on the top back there. So I don't particularly like that one either. So I'm gonna swing it down where it is almost centered while slightly tilting it so it can kind of go down and over. Now I can go down to that corner down there and get rid of some stuff. Get that corner off. All right, so now it's just kind of fine tuning. So I'm gonna bring it back up towards me. Even it all out a bit. Now it's the weight of the paint is kind of smack dab in the middle, so I'm gonna go straight to the side. There's some little bit there that I want to have come off. And there's still plenty of paint on here. So I'm going to stretch these cells, hopefully not too badly. I'm going to come towards me just a bit because there's a lot right here coming off and I want the weight of the paint a little more up. So I'm going to go straight towards me from where it is. There we go. And now I can go back to the side, kind of get off what I wanted to have off. Come on, almost there. Another 1.5 inches or so. It's that big chunk of gold that was just sitting there. I wanted that off. Gold or orange. Yeah, it was the gold. There we go. But I don't want to overstretch it. Get this. Whew. Bring it back to the center. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and kind of let all the sides settle and see what they want to do. And I'm going to use my base coat to tend to some corners that are not appropriately colored. In fact, like there's color where there shouldn't be. Like right here. This is more of a bikini corner, as Karen with Waterfall Acrylic says, on the corner of the piece. And I didn't want that to have color on it because it wasn't appropriate right there. Yeah, I made that cell activator so long ago. And worse than that, I bought my Australian Floetrol like 2 years ago, maybe more. So it is old. Let me get rid of this little paper here. It's old and it needs to be replaced probably, but I'm going to deal with my corners and then I'll get you down and show you the results. I'll be right back. I almost forgot to show you. I was just sitting here watching a YouTube video, but this is the final result. It is bright and beautiful, just like I expected. Oh, I love how that looks, that transition of color. It will change. Right here, it looks a little fuchsia. Up close, it looks a little more bluey purple, but it's not. So you can see I did have some bubbles, but those are going to be transparent. So it'll look like white, but it won't be too terrible. But I love how this turned out. There's so much shimmer in it. That's what I mean when it says I think my cell activator is getting a little old, so I'm gonna definitely need to re-up that. But either way, I love how that looks. I'm so glad I got rid of that corner over there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye. Pardon the dirty table or painted table. Is it really dirty if it's just paint? I don't know. But pardon the table. I just wanted to give you a really close up view of the way this dried. It dried so well and I'm so happy with it. But thank you for watching once again. And I will see you in, oh, actually, we have our color art collaboration this Saturday, so you get a bonus video this week. This part right here I really love because you can see that sweet pea coming through, like right there. It's so pretty. But we have a collaboration this Saturday, the 12th and 13th on Sunday. So I will see you on Saturday. But this is the dried result of this video. So I'll see you guys in a few days. Bye.